Hey guys, it's Noel and this is Wheezy Reviews, and welcome to what I'm going to call Wheezy News, which is going to be a irregular series on my channel. So in this episode I want to talk about what's going on in the channel and some changes that I'm going to be making to the channel going forwards, and a few other things that don't quite fit in any other video. Just want to go over that, and also want to look at some of the news that's just happened, things that are coming out of CES, and some early news from NAMM, and some exciting new things that are coming up, which is where I see this particular video series going. So Wheezy News will be a regular thing, irregularly regular. First up, the most obvious bit of news is that the channel's reached 1,000 subscribers. And hello to everyone that has subscribed recently, and thanks for subscribing, and I hope that you're enjoying the content that I'm doing. I'm certainly enjoying making it. I've mentioned before that I want to focus on like creator stuff as well as just headphones. And I have been focusing on headphones a lot recently, and I want to try and bring that back to, more creator focused stuff as well. But, I really, really love headphones myself. It's my thing. So this channel is going to be really focused around headphones quite a bit. So do expect that, but I will be throwing in a few other audio related content related to other creator space stuff, and maybe some video stuff as well. So if you haven't seen my TIN-T4 video, I will link it up there. And a couple of comments I had on that video about the MMCX connector and it being a bit wobbly and losing its connection from time to time. Now, a few days back, Tin Hi-Fi put out a tweet that suggests that they were aware of an issue with the MMCX connectors. The position of Tin Hi-Fi T4 MMCX has been repaired. Tin Hi-Fi repairs the product as soon as possible and continuously improves it. Thanks for your support. A faulty friend can contact the dealer and they will provide professional services. It looks like Tin Hi-Fi have actually recognized that there might be an issue there. And if you do have any issues, then just contact them and they should be able to fix that. And for me, I've actually gone ahead and replaced that cable with this one. So this was available from Indiegogo alongside the Tin-T4. They called it the Tin-T3 upgraded cable. And this is so much more flexible, much nicer, and the MMCX connectors are much better. So I wonder if the problem that they've been having with the MMCX connectors is actually the cable, not the units themselves, which hopefully, if that is the case, then that's good news, because it just means a cable replacement. But this Tin-T3 upgraded cable, I'm not sure if you can still get this, but it's fantastic. It's kind of like this, it's almost like jewelry. It's got this sort of square shape to it. That's a really, really nice braid. I like that a lot. Now, speaking of upgraded cables, if you've seen my review of the K371, which you'll see up here, you know that I really didn't like the really plasticky coiled cable that came by default. So I managed to find one on Amazon, actually, that is nice and soft and flexible. So we've got a mini XLR, screw-on 1/4-inch adapter at the other end, and a nice soft and flexible coil. I took a gamble on that from Amazon because I wasn't sure if it was going to be any good. This is a really good replacement if you like coiled cables, so I'll leave a link in the description in case anyone's interested. Also, I have the Blonde BL3s. Let's just take a moment to appreciate the Chinglish on this box. So, belief, let music burn, opporty. What is opporty? Is this meant to be opportunity? I'm not sure. Never give up. Annotation. I'm not sure. I'm not sure where they're going with this. Music and dreams. Is that meant to be dreams? So super quick unboxing whilst I've got this here. So I think I've been a bit spoilt by Tin Hi-Fi's packaging because I'm not impressed by the packaging for this. But there we go. A jute sack, something like that. I don't know. And this is a really thin cable. So I got these off of AliExpress, and I paid £27, I think it was, delivered. It took about a couple of weeks, I think, all in for it to arrive. And oh yeah, I see what people mean about this cable not being that good. It's really tangled. Oh, what a mess. Where do I even start with this? Okay, right. I understand. Everyone that told me that this cable is no good, everyone that said you'll need to get a better cable than this, yeah. So anyway, as I was saying, I paid £27 for those from AliExpress, and they also came with an upgraded cable. So this is much nicer, much more flexible, nice braid, very nice braid in this bi-color I think. Braid. This one is Yin Yu. I think you can get these on Amazon. I'm sure I've seen these on there as well. But most importantly, compared to some of the other 2-pin cables that are out there, this one is a shielded 2-pin or a hidden recessed. Recessed is probably the right word. A recessed 2-pin in the same way that the original is. And actually, let's just take a quick look at the IEMs themselves. I decided to go with the sort of gunmetal finish one rather than the shiny silver one. And in other news, I was also contacted by HiFiMan with regards to reviewing some of their IEMs. And that's the first time any company's reached out to me to do any reviews. So that's really fantastic. They've sent me over some loaners. So I've got the TWS 600 True Wireless, which is pretty cool. That video is going to be out later this week. I've got the RE400C, which is a USB-C version of their existing RE400 earbuds or earphones rather. And also we got these. These are the RE600S. This is a really nice piece of packaging. Oh, they have a braided cable on them. As long as it's not really stiff and microphonic, I'm happy with that. But obviously I'm really happy to have been contacted by HiFiMan to do these reviews, because I think that shows that the channel's actually starting to get noticed, which is really exciting for me, and hopefully it can continue like this. So moving on to some other non-channel related news then, I've been quite excitedly looking at the news coming back from CES, and also we've got NAMM coming up in a few days time. So there's a lot going on in the world of audio at the moment. First up, Solid State Logic are releasing a couple of audio interfaces that look absolutely fantastic, and I really can't wait to get my hands on one or both of these. That would be really awesome. I like the way that you've got these meters here. It looks really cool, and the feature set is pretty fantastic. So they're saying they've got some excellent preamps in there, and they also have this legacy 4K analog enhancement, which seems to be similar to the Air button on the Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 Gen 3s, where it adds a certain amount of color to the sound. In this case, it's replicating the 4000 series console. So they're releasing two models, the SSL2, which is a 2-in, 2-out audio interface. These are USB interfaces. And they're also releasing the SSL2 Plus, which is a 2-in, 4-out USB audio interface. But I think one of the most exciting things about this is that UK price, we're looking at about £150 for the SSL2 and £200 for the SSL2 Plus. It's going to be a bit more than that, because those prices don't include the tax and VAT and whatnot. But I imagine that these are probably aimed at competing with the UAD Apollo range of audio interfaces rather than the Focusrites. But they're coming in at prices that are actually fairly competitive compared to the Focusrite interfaces. Over onto headphones, I've seen these planar magnetic noise cancelling wireless headphones from AU Sounds, who I've never heard of before. $300 pair of over-ear wireless noise cancelling headphones that have a planar driver. Don't know if it's any good. Now, Sennheiser released a new version of the HD 4.50 BTNC, rather imaginatively named the HD 450 BT, and it looks like it's just another iteration of the 4.50. It looks like the same size, the same ear pads, the same cramped ear pads. I don't imagine that they've done any tweaking to the sound signature. Maybe they have, I don't know. However, it looks like they've improved on things like software and controls, perhaps. But certainly they now have a USB-C charging cable. So it looks like they're just refreshing the 4.50 rather than replacing it with a newer and improved model. I don't know what to say about that. I wasn't a big fan of the 4.50, and based on the fact that the design hasn't changed, the physical design and therefore the comfort, I'm going to say that I'm probably not going to be a fan of these as well, but okay. Everybody was releasing true wireless earphones this year to compete with the AirPods Pro and things like that. And these are some of the nicer looking ones. The One More True Wireless with active noise cancelling. And Audio-Technica also released a true wireless pair of noise cancelling earphones as well, which is pretty cool. Over on the video side of things, Elgato released a cheaper version of their Keylight Air, which is pretty cool because, let's be honest, the Keylight was really expensive, and this being a little bit cheaper. So Elgato also announced a Project Wave, and looking at this announcement video, just like Bandrew says, Please don't be another multi-pattern USB microphone. Well, it could be. It certainly looks like it's going to be a microphone. And I'm wondering actually if this is not just a USB microphone, but also an audio interface with mixing controls in a similar vein to the Go XLR, but for cheaper. If that is what they're going for, they might be onto something for streamers. As long as you don't have to do everything from this knob on the front, I mean, that would get annoying really quickly. Now, this wasn't actually announced at CES, but it is something that was announced quite recently, and that's the Wheezy Air Wireless Personal Guitar Amplification System. So this is a guitar amp built into a pair of wireless headphones. Honestly, shut up and take my money. Just please, just take my money. I can't afford it right now. I really can't. But I own a Boss Katana 50 guitar amp. The modeling in it, the sound, it's really great. Now, if they can put all of that into an app that you can control from your phone, you just have the headphones on, because I can't really play my guitar here out loud. I'm just going to annoy the neighbors. So I play through headphones most of the time connected to my amp. I don't really need the amp. It has a cab simulated headphone out, so that's why I bought the Katana. Had these Wheezy Air headphones been out at the time, I would definitely have got these instead of the Katana. This is a really exciting piece of technology for me. Now, before I bring up the last piece of news, which I'm sure most people know by now, the 1000XM4 was notably missing from CES, as expected. The 1000XM3 is still Sony's flagship. And is it still worth buying? Maybe. Maybe I should do a video on that, because I do have them. I do think that they're pretty cool. The 1000XM4 is going to have to offer quite a bit. Maybe they're going to have to sort out the sound quality so that it's not quite as bass bloated. But apart from that, I don't really have that much of a problem with the 1000XM3 as it is. It's really light. It's really comfortable. It's really convenient. It's great for sitting at the office and blocking out all of your colleagues. We know that the 1000XM4 is coming. We just don't know when yet. And on to my last bit of news for this video then. AKG have announced the K371 Bluetooth and the K361 Bluetooth. These are, as the name suggests, Bluetooth versions of the K371 and the K361. It looks like they've kept the wired connection. So they've gone for the 2.5mm twist lock again on the K361. They've gone for the mini XLR again on the K371. Design-wise, it looks like they've kept exactly the same. I wonder how much this is going to affect the sound, considering they've crammed a load of electronics into the can. I don't know, but I really want to get my hands on these to try them out. I've been looking on the specs and I can't find anything about the codecs that it supports, but it does support Bluetooth 5, which is a positive sign. But one negative point that I want to point out straight away is that I'm not sure if any of the pictures are going to show this. I have seen other pictures elsewhere that show that this uses a micro USB rather than a USB-C. And this is 2020. This is 2020, guys. Where's the USB-C connector? But anyway, I'm sure they're going to be great headphones, because the K371, you can see, I love the K371s. They sound great. Having a pair of headphones that sound as good as the K371, that have the convenience of not having wires, so you can take them around with you wherever you go. Yeah, please, I'll take it. Right, so that's going to be it for this episode of Wheezy News, and maybe I'll make this a more regular thing. I don't know, but let me know down in the comments what you think, and I'll see you later on this week for my review of the TWS 600. And until then, thank you so much for watching, and as always, have a good one.